So the transfer deadline window has officially passed now, and Manchester United have made a triple signing. No, wait, they haven't actually. At least not the notables. They made a double signing. Nope, they actually haven't done that either. They made one huge signing, you could say. Now, before we get into the deal for Marouane Fellaini, of course, who was with the Toffees, and he played under David Moyes for many, many years, let's see who they missed out on. Let me just throw a few names out there. Luka Modric, Cesc Fabregas, Thiago Alcantara, Leighton Baines, Fabio Coentrão, Mesut Ozil, and Ander Herrera. And now they settled on Marouane Fellaini for the fee of £28 million. Now, they attempted to make a move. At least they filed an offer to Everton. Manchester United did, David Moyes did to his former club, for a double of Leighton Baines and Marouane Fellaini, as a matter of fact, for £28 million. Now, they signed Fellaini, for £27.5 million. His original release clause after that was expired was $23.5 million. Now, my personal feeling is, look, Rome wasn't built in a day, except when you're Manchester United, you are already Rome. But under the David Moyes legacy at Manchester United, let's just give it time. He may not have secured the finest players, but here's the thing. You sign Fellaini, you still have a solid cast in the midfield, and granted you don't have Paul Scholes anymore because he retired, you don't have Darren Fletcher because he's not ready yet. Signing Fellaini is good enough, at least to take them what seems to a Premier League title. If not this year, then they'll finish for sure, if everything goes wrong, still in the top four to solidify a Champions League run for next year. I would have to think that they finish in the top two in the Prem this year, however. Now, he had 12 goals in all competitions last year, so he led Everton. He's a guy who could play the defensive midfield role, the central midfield role, an attacking midfielder, and if needed, he can also play striker. Now, granted, he is going to win a lot of balls in the air. He is still going to score a ton of goals if he is put in that forward role if needed. So he's a very versatile player, a good signing for Manchester United. Now, granted, a lot of people are going to be upset with David Moyes because he did not sign the bigger names and better names. I still think this is pretty good, even though it comes off as a huge disappointment for the Red Devils. So now I asked you guys to chime in on the lovely medium of Twitter on what you think about this move. Paulo Camaro tweets at Rickstrom, oh yeah, Moyes has already gotten the best out of Fellaini and Everton. Hopefully that will transfer over. Hashtag fear the fro. I love the hashtag. Nicholas Nelson tweets at Rickstrom, Sideshow Bob, all right, you're already wrong because that's David Luiz, but we continue. Will be excellent at United, single-minded, crafty, and sounds like Frazier. Okay. Ben Mumu, great name, tweets at Rickstrom. Good for Moyes, but not for the club. He knows the player, and it's a safe bet. 2 words, panic buy. Yeah, I agree with that. It was a panic buy, but it was also a good buy. You didn't make any point about that, so if you disagree with me, leave a thought in the comments. Royal Flush, tweets at Rickstrom, he will get us goals from midfield, which will give a new dimension to our game. Jeremy Amaya says, great, strong player, but it was a panic buy from Moyes. So in January, he will need stronger midfielders. ZJ says, it's a good signing. Man U's midfield will be very strong. Fear the fro indeed. I guess I got that hashtag going. Emra, tweets at Rickstrom, choosing him will fit in their side perfectly. A lot of people hoping big things from him. Thomas E. Rojas, with the weirdest yet coolest avatar I've ever seen, says, good move in itself, but should not have been our only signing. Of course not. Should be able to bully midfields now if we can't outpass them. Ted Zhao says, good move for United, but did they have to leave it so late? Apparently they did. Ferguson and David Gill would have never been so poorly organized. Interesting. Macklemore, maybe. Tweets at Rickstrom, Man U had to make a big move. Personally, I think they needed a player like Modric, who was more crafted. Still a good player. Hashtag fro. Martins, tweets at Rickstrom, good move for both sides. Fellaini can play at higher level right now, and Man U needed a good midfielder. Dave Robinson says waiting for his buyout clause to expire and then paying $4 million more than they had to was silly. Jesus Aviles, tweets at Rickstrom, good move for him. Expected a bigger signing from United, but I think he'll do fine. And lastly, Mr. Buckets, tweets at Rickstrom, great move for him. He wasn't going anywhere at Everton. Next up for him is a title or cup. A few other notables that did not make a move on transfer deadline day. Karim Benzema stays put. Angel Di Maria stays put. Wayne Rooney stays put. Juan Mata stays put. Leighton Baines, of course, does not make a move. He stays put. And also, obviously, Luka Modric. So who do you guys think Manchester United should have gone after? Who do you think they should have landed? Are you happy with the move? Leave a thought in the comments section below. That would greatly help us out. Give this video a thumbs up. That would also be cool. And also do me a favor. We have these new buttons up here. Mainly click on that one. That'll help us out greatly. And we look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below.